The fragrance of white lilies drawing me deep while I wait and we won't accept that you're gone. No meaning in moving on. Let me rest here beyond this pain, sweet refuge. May I remain locked in time with you.
Okay guys and girls, I'm actually going to start off right here for a minute because as you can see the main menu, so if I'm correct, the main menu has actually changed a couple of times, which I think is actually very cool. So first of all, we would say that I'm pretty sure when the game first started there was no one there because she never met Noriko yet, or Kojo. So, and then after you met Noriko, I don't know when, but I'm assuming maybe they, like right when you meet her, or once at least figure out she's Corpse Girl, she's right there sitting there. Now, Kojo is there too, and he isn't a part of this yet, but we're assuming he is. Maybe people who made it presumed you would probably figure put you two together. So, he's there too. I thought it'd be cool to kind of like show these two here. And I don't know if it's going to change more, if it's just going to be these two. I mean, we can kind of assume by at least June 13th, Kojo is a part of it. But we don't know if she gets any more acquaintances after that. So, and I don't know how many days this goes through. So far, I think we've done like 2-3 weeks. Something like that. Of time, and then by the time I get June 13th, that would have been closer to a month, about 2 weeks or so. May 20th something, I think, is when this game started, maybe? I don't remember the exact date. So, anyway, we will continue. I figured that was clearly cool to show. Load. The weekend is here, despite my desire to stay inside my apartment with the doors locked, the windows closed, I found myself at the mall shopping for a new phone charger. My current charger gave up on me at midnight, and now my phone is running dangerously low on light power. I tried plugging it into different outlets. I tried plugging it into my laptop, but none I did give my device even the slightest amount of charge. I thought for sure I had a spare charger lying around, but I turned my apartment inside out trying to find it. Couldn't even find the right type in my drawer of burner phones. So either chargers died, which is the best case scenario, or my phone has become faulty. I hope the latter is not the case, because I really can't afford to purchase a new phone one. Getting it with pity is out of the question. I refuse to hand it over to somebody for a day or two to think about it. So I'm hedging my bets on the issue being with Churchill. If I can't buy a new one, all my problems should be solved. This is why I tell myself I screwed by them all, dodging left and right to avoid careless people trying to bump into me. I know there's an electronics store around the summer, or even a discount store will probably have a budget charge that will still fit my device. I just want you to find where I'm looking for and get out of this place. As I blind navigate the area, I thought back to last night when I first noticed my phone was no longer charging. Second. Go. I've been browsing through the bitchy newsfeed since desperate for any sign of my latest victim's demise. No clues came up. There were countless new obituaries. Of course, this is a big country, and every day people die every day. But very few match the description on my victim. Pictures that did match had the photos included, but none of them look remotely like the twin woman. It was dead end after dead end. I might have just to accept the fact that this latest request will go unfulfilled. But accepting it makes me angry, very, very angry. I find myself stomping through the mall more often than simply walking. A few people glance at me, but I don't pay heed. I wanted that woman to die. I want her twin sister to rejoice or despair at the fate that befell her own flesh and blood. I want her to feel the fear of seeing her own corpse in the photo. I want her to feel the cold and clammy hands of death tugging at her skirts. Bush Patrol invites her to spiral down and down and down and down. Spiral down and just die. To give up. To die. To spiral down to die. To spiral out of control. I want her to die. I want her to die. I want her to die. Spiral down, down, down. What's going on?
Why didn't you die? Why didn't you die?
See. My hair is foggy, my sense blurred, my face out, my hands cold. I repeat the mantra through gritted teeth.
Why didn't you die? Why didn't you die? Why didn't you die?
I fall on my knees and scream at the top of my lungs.
Ah! Why didn't you die? Why didn't you fucking die?
What the hell? Damn, she's having a full meltdown.
Can we get a security guard down here, please? Die!
Is she going to kill somebody?
Mom, I'm scared. I'll kill her. I'll find her.
I just blur my mouth, my tongue is numb, my teeth shadow. I'll find that twin. Oh, okay. I'll kill myself.
I'll kill her.
Alright, that's enough.
A strong kid pushed on my shoulders and my face is the ground hard. My hands are streaming down my back, and all I can see in my blurry vision is the checkered tinted floor of the mall.
You're coming with me.
My limp form is tucked backwards and my head towards the side. I shut my eyes to let the blackness envelop me. A stinging cold ice pack bites against my cheek and wakens me from my stupor. I don't know where I am. I don't remember why I'm ill. But the sudden chill spread across my face and eyes, almost soothing. I realized that somebody, a tall man, is holding the ice pack to my cheek and wishing for me to take it. I hold it myself. I reach a sluggish hand to grab the ice pack and press against my skin. The man walks around the chair I'm seated in and stands behind a simple wooden desk to face me.
I can imagine my surprise when I recognized you.
Huh?
Oh, my mouth in an attempt to talk causes a dull ache in my jaw.
I apologize for treating you so roughly. The only reason I haven't called for the police is because I want to give you the opportunity to calm down and explain yourself.
Sky, I know him, but from where? Oh, voice. It took me some time because I'm not used to seeing the security uniform. This is Kenji Ogawa, the very same guy who lives in the apartment building, the nice guy who greets me in the stairwell. The father of sweet little mama.
Mr. Ogawa?
Ah, so you are completely out of it.
Where am I?
This is the mall security office. You caused quite a scene, Nariko.
A scene?
You don't remember. Well, give it some time. I'm sure it'll come back to you.
I tried to think hard about the circumstances that led me here. I remember something about visiting the mall to buy a phone charger, but I don't think I've ever found the store I was looking for. Some kind of anger or fear or something? Some familiar primal emotion got the better of me?
Listen, Nariko. I've always thought you were a sweet girl. And Momo looks up to you, you know. Please, tell me that you're just not feeling well. Please tell me the things you were screaming aren't true.
Anytime I was screaming, the image of a smiling woman flashed in my mind, a trained woman. She's a love you. Victim, the one who didn't die. That's right. I remember that. I lost my cool. I became so overwhelmed with frustration that she didn't die. I must have broken down and unleashed my anger here, right in the mall. Stupid, 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 stupid. It's not because I went outside. I went somewhere I don't normally go. I'm usually fine about going to the office. It's familiar. The convenience store is fine too. In fact, the whole it's a collision planned morning routine really bothers me. But the shopping mall? What was I thinking? I haven't been keeping up with my medication. Even if I was on top of it, going somewhere out of my comfort zone is always a risk. I need to start regulating my intake, taking a pill or two every day or whenever I feel like it isn't going to help me. Skipping days at a time and just popping a few in my mouth when I need to leave the house. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I need to follow the guidelines. I need to keep a strict schedule when I take that. Dang it, Noriko. I'm supposed to be calm at all times. Static, unmentioned Noriko. What am I doing?
Nariko, you still look a bit flustered. Do you want to lie down for a bit before talking to me?
No.
Okay. Well, do you want to explain what happened?
No.
Huh. I never took you for a troublemaker. Please, Nariko. I'm begging you. Don't make me call the police. You were screaming about killing somebody. You were manic. You can't just act like that in public. You scared 100 people just trying to make their way through the mall. You scared me.
Knock at the door causes Kenshi to flinch.
Ogawa, may I enter?
Yes. Please come in, Mr. Fujikawa.
The main door is separating the security room from the door opens with a screech. A boy, the intimidating man enters the small room and displaces all the air inside. I feel like I'm going to suffocate.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. She's calm now.
Indeed.
Man, there seems to be a sort of detective looks me up and down with a sour expression.
Yes. Your name?
I don't intro.
I see.
Sir, if I may, this is Nariko Kurosawa. She's an acquaintance.
Is that so? An acquaintance? Well, that speaks volumes about your personal life, Ogawa.
Sir.
Leave us be. I wish to talk to her.
Yes, Mr. Fujikawa.
Kenshi bows, shook his grim smile practically unfear as he exits the room. Detective, whoever he is, towers on me. He pulls out a badge from inside his shack and flashes at
My
me.
name is Fujikawa. I'm a detective, an investigator for the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. You must understand that we take death threats very seriously in the police force.
Huh? Excuse me, but Kenji said he didn't call the police.
Kenji? Ah, Ogawa. Well, never mind what he said. I was here already in regards to another case. I happened to witness your little outburst. Ogawa was kind enough to allow me a moment to interview you personally.
Right. So, what do you want to talk about?
Listen, if I were in your shoes, I'd drop the sardonic act. I have reasonable grounds to arrest you here and now.
His voice stretched with pure venom. This guy isn't joking around. I screamed in my seat with the cold ice pack from my face.
Now, Miss Kurosawa, would you please explain to me who you are threatening to kill?
Wave of dread washed over me as the reality of my course started to sink in. If I don't fly straight in there or here, I might be in it for real trouble.
I apologize for my actions. I wasn't feeling like myself earlier. I regrettably skipped my medication recently.
The medication excuse. I'll play along. Were you hallucinating then?
No, sir. Not exactly.
I need to come up with something quickly, or I'm not going to get out of here anytime soon.
See, I recently had an altercation with a coworker about a guy we both like.
Check the voice's eyes.
Go on.
I guess I was a little upset about our fight, and really, we're actually quite good friends, so I think a combination of that and missing my medication caused me to get a little too upset and say some things I don't really mean.
Mm-hmm. And how do I know you're not dangerous? Are you carrying any weapons, Miss Kurosawa?
Weapons? No, of course not.
I see. Well, you're going to have to permit me to search your belongings. You understand that I can't allow you to leave until I have established that you're not a threat, right?
Detective lunges forward and Wuffy goes my back.
Hey!
Tears are open, woman just went inside. I'm several leave down, traveling lightly today. I even left the 2 books I'm reading at home. He finds none of interest in the bag, except for one D in my phone. Touch screen, tucks power button, smacks the phone and gets his open bomb.
Is this broken?
I realized that the last stop of battery power must have finally drained. I'm probably lucky for that fact. If he finds short dates on my phone, I might be in trouble. It's not like I keep course photos on there, that's what my collection of bullet points is for. But there are certain things that would be incriminating if they feel a chance. My nose shattered control for starters. And then there are these images of Ali and Tomori and that famous singer that I had a phone hacked and private folks upload to the net. I already knows I have a folder, she's okay with it. Tomori doesn't know about all this, that would be hard to explain. The singer on the hand was probably a big skin a few months ago, probably half of Japan has seen her photos. Still, I want to keep my push to mask completely private. I don't want this look at my face.
The battery is dead, sir.
Where is your charger then?
I don't have one with me.
He grunts and throws the phone to me. I barely managed to catch it with my British skillet of clumsy
Wait
fingers.
here. I need to make a call.
He leaves the room unceremoniously, and I hear the shriek of steel, then but locking for my door behind him. I breathe out and try to calm my nose. I look down at the phone in my hand and see my mirror image counter right peering at me in the black reflection. I don't look as good as I normally do. My makeup is smudged, which is strangely becoming more and more common for me. I think I've gained some weight. My gut seems full somehow. My prominent cheekbones are softer. His girl stands back at me. She's not wholly familiar. Is this Noriko Kurosawa? Is this I look like some aberration, some sickly concoction of myself with some person I don't fully recognize. I don't understand how I could have gained weight. I mean, less. Maybe the canned coffee I consume literally contains more calories than I realize. I need to cut that immediately. Sour taste rolls out my tongue and I swallow it reluctantly. I feel ill at the sight of myself. The stair door swings open. Chicago stomps in like an angry toddler.
Well, the precinct claims you don't have a prior record, Miss Kurosawa. That's good news for you, I'm sure. But it's a fucking pain in the ass for me.
I flinch at his apparent anger will correlate my chill.
You're free to go. However, I'll remember you. Another incident like this, and I'll have you in for a psychological assessment faster than you can blink.
I can do none but nod as a wave of relief washes over me.
Get your things and get out of here. Oh, and for the love of God, go eat something. You look like a starving child.
Ichikawa spins on his heel with force and once again leaves me sitting alone. I take a minute to collect my thoughts before picking out my belongings and shoving them into my back. I slip the security officer and spot Kenji standing outside the door. He bows his head meekly.
Take care, Noriko.
Yeah.
He doesn't lift his head as I walk away. That was intimidating. I really thought she was going to be locked up. So much for Starlight on Fletchinoko. Remember Starlight on Fletchinoko? This is all. We can flesh, we can will. Noko can control emotions. Noko can't face the world outside without the help of peppy pink pills. Noko. She keeps calling herself that. I keep calling myself that. But I'm more than that. More than all. I'm bigger than the feral body before me. What do my looks matter in the grand scheme of things, what does my ego matter? Now, things get more distorted. I want to be beautiful, then gorgeous. Don't you cause me gorgeous and make me feel good? But that doesn't matter, none of it matters. First girl matters. She will succeed and the world will continue to spin. I need to gain weight or lose weight. I need to look like Ari with a small frame with cute features and that bust that's too hard to look away from. I need to look like tomorrow with a fully figure, her upseen facets and those oddly beautiful eyes that she doesn't deserve. I need to look like Erika with a bad haircut, terrible piercings and trashy clothes. I need to look like Marty, who is just like me, Erika combined, but with vacant eyes that used to be sparkling and clear, but now just glazed over whenever we try to talk to her. I need to look like Noriko, with her dark hair and her intense gaze and her hair pretty acceptable for him. I don't need to look like a skeleton, just living corpse. I don't need to look like a physical embodiment of hunger, longing, and lust, and fear, and stress, and anxiety, and uncertainty, and ambition, and exhaustion.
Fuck you.
I curse at the mirror and spit at my own reflection.
Fuck you.
I clench my fist until my nails dig into a piece of my flesh and blood trickle between my knuckles and drip down to the ground.
I don't want to be you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you.
But I am you. I am Corpse Girl. It's what I always wanted. It's that sense of belonging that I was sought. It's that feeling of home that I reclaimed after home was lost. After Muddy moved and you got put on ice, and after I found that apartment, it feels so strange for us. It's who I am.
I love your hair. Your eyes. I love you. Don't ever leave me. Don't leave.
I raise 2 fingers to my mouth and kiss them gently, then push them against the mirror.
I love you. Don't ever change.
So on Sunday morning. To my absolute delight, I woke up this morning feeling refreshed. I was worried that my temporary incarceration at the mall would continue to stress me out, so thankfully my fears were unfounded. I spent the early morning clearing up my room. I had to use some elbow grease to get a few specks of blood out the carpet and to clean the bit of lipstick off the mirror. I even took my medication with a chocolate glass of water, and I didn't skip the pills. I don't like this time. It would be some time before I feel stable, maybe even a few weeks, but the fact that I'm already taking steps forward has changed my day to stay inside and work on me. I can't have another incident like yesterday. I can't break down in public and put myself at risk. I can't break down at home again and feed my insecurities and anxiety. I need to be strong for me. With my room now clean, I decided to spend a little time tidying the rest of my apartment. As I work, I make myself a new checklist of commitments. Noriko's promise list, if you will. Commitment number 1. I'm not going to lose my if a victim doesn't need my eyes. Just because that trained woman didn't kill herself doesn't mean I'm a failure. I had 3 successes before, and I'll have more successes again. I just need to try harder, work harder, refine my methods, and keep moving forward. And I'm not at that end yet. I have a trick up my sleeve. After all, Kojo's connection to the mug may will be the ace I need to win. Commitment number 2. I'm going to prove myself. I won't say that I'll fix myself. I'm not broken. I'm not going to prove. I'll keep up with my medication. I'll keep up with my social life. That means keeping in touch with the few friends I have. Ari, Shina, and even Tomori. I'm going to eat a little more. Not much more because I want to stay still, but enough to give me more energy, more motivation. I don't want to be weak. Commitment number 3, the last one. I'm going to get over Ari. I love her. I've loved her since high school. Those days, she always stood by me. My insecurities and anxieties never pushed her away. She knew what I was going through, what I still go through, and she could relate to me. She still has her own compulsion anxiety to deal with, so I can't lean on her like I used to. Instead, it's my turn to help her out. But I will move on from assessing over her. She isn't waiting for a relationship, and she explained all the reasons why she rejected me so long ago. Thinking to the hope that one day we'll be together isn't good for me. Hey, I need to be moving on, moving forward. I need to let go. She is and will always be my dearest friend. I always love her, but I will let her remain as simply my friend, and I will find someone else to call lover. This last commitment really makes me feel like a weight has been lifted on my chest. 7 since Hawaii, spending countless nights lying in bed looking at a phone, sticking the bat hole at all the hours of the day. Instead of all that, I'll be able to move on. Even if it takes some time, I'll find someone who wants to be with me. There's still plenty of fish in the sea, as they say. I can't say there's anyone in particular I have my eye on just yet. My social circle is pretty limited after all. Shinio is a guy I'm seemingly interested in. There's no spark deal. Never will be. Tomoe, as irritating as I find her, is oddly alone in me. I don't like her clothes or makeup or her aesthetic she has built for herself, but some part of me would kill to spend a passion night before. There's Coach Show. That's rude, awkward, strange, alien creature that I just can't wrap my head around. He said I'm gorgeous, he really said that. But he's so weird. I feel like he's the kind of guy that would stalk you and stab you if you ever broke up with him. But now I can't think of anyone I would seriously pursue, but I'll give it time. I have all the time in the world. I found myself smiling as I finished tidying my apartment. Having a nice, clear place to live really does help lift the spirits. Fortunately, I still haven't managed to get rid of that lingering sin mold that always rushes around. It's a musty odor that seems to be ingrained in the very walls of the apartment building for at least as long as I've lived there. I know it's not coming from my apartment because it's pretty easy to smear downstairs too. As far as I can tell, my place is completely mold free. Might not be the best at cleaning, but if nothing else, I keep disgusting mold out of my home. Still, the occasional odor aside, my place is clean and cozy now. I lay down the couch, stretch my body, let my top muscles stiffen and relax. The day is too early and it feels good that all my chores are already complete. Icing on the cake is the fact that Coach has 2 new requests in pastry inbox. I locked it all silent but decided to show my cleaning force. Now I can warm myself by spending the rest of the day working on the new requests. I can hardly contain my excitement at the project. 2 requests at work. To work on is better than I could hope for, and I'm sure at least one of these victims will fall. My positive attitude will go a long way to show my success this time. Unable to restrain myself anymore, I snatched up my laptop from its charging port next to the couch, flip open the lid and gaze at the photos I downloaded earlier. 2 new victims, fresh blood. First is an older male, maybe in his 50s, typical business type man. Mario's will be a clone of every other nondescript man you see on the subway, at the supermarket, on TV. If I had to guess, I'd take a leap and say his miserable wife wants him out of the picture. Maybe she's unhappy with her finances, or she's having an affair, or she's just tired of this clone face and his clone personality. Regardless, someone wants this remarkable man removed from the face of this unremarkable world. The second victim is much more interesting. 2D struck me as no word about this photo. Mostly the cleavage, of course. Secondly, the image is a photograph of a photograph. Somebody has snapped a picture of an actual physical photo and uploaded it to the site. The photograph is in good condition, as though its owner values it above all else. Its signature is scribbled across it in white ink. It's an autograph photo of someone who is perhaps moderately famous. I don't recognize the woman in question, and the signature is such a mess that I can't make out even a single kanji in her name. Regardless, I would be willing to bet that a disgruntled fan is requesting her death. If she's an idol or a single actor, it wouldn't be unheard of if something like this is to happen. If a woman gets to meet her a few times, they shake hands at events, well, if he asks her out and she politely declines. And then the session begins. If the fanboy can't have her, no one can kill. And that's the actually piece together as I examine some of the finer details of the photo. The reason behind the request don't matter. They never matter. I'll keep them all the same. I'm going to work on the woman's photo for a time simple photo with tomorrow's date and send it to this afternoon. That should give her about 24 hours to give up on life and light a simple file. Maybe I'll do the same to businessmen. I'll give him a time stamp 24 hours for when I send the photo. It will be kind of fun to schedule 2 devs to call around the same time. It will make tomorrow a very exciting day. I'll go set, I'll load up the database of the season and get to work. June 8th, Monday. Days go by kind of moving kind of fast now. I'm proud of myself today. During my morning routine, I made sure to take my medication and the current doses, not even washing down with water. And even with favor my strict schedule. I still managed to catch a used train. I got to a convenience store at the used time and I arrived at the office for a hitch. My Can't keep up this dedication, this commitment to prove myself. I know I can be stronger than ever, strong enough to accomplish ambitions. I agreed about seeing it tomorrow when I came in the office and even made a small talk for a few minutes. Since today has the end and now I'm going to make an effort to chat with them again before they know. Be sure she'll hear me get through this. That's what I used to tell me anyway, at least before she stopped being so herself. It's about 5:45 p.m. and although both of my legs victims should have killed since by now, I don't feel the need to obsessively check for the obituaries. Have a news will share my phone, of course. If it uncovers anything, I'll be notified, but even if it doesn't, I won't stress out. Play it cool. Or start a confession go. My door in the office always reaches this nadir at this time and even. It's actually quite pleasant being able to sit in a quiet environment and feel the sharp breeze of the air conditioner against my skin. I like to take this time to slowly pack away my things to get ready for the journey home. As I take my headphones, stretch my arms, the more he approached me with a sprinkler step.
Yo, what up, slut?
About a week ago, I would have taken tomorrow's screen as an intro. Now that I know her a little bit, I can tell she's actually just being affectionate.